सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। प्रार्थना श्लोकम रिपीट आफ्टर मी। वासुदेवेन्द्र योगीन्द्रम् नत्वा ज्ञानप्रदं गुरुम् मुमुक्षूणां हितार्थाय तत्त्वबोधोऽभिधीयते। In the last class, we saw there are many human goals. Infinite goals are there, but all the goals are classified into four. The goal means purushartha. All the destinations or goals or that is to be accomplished are called purushartha in Sanskrit. Why they are called purushartha? Purushena arthyate iti purushartha. That which is sought after by every human being. What is the meaning of purushartha? That which is sought after by every human being. Therefore, it is called purushartha. Even though there are many goals, all can come under only four categories. They are known as dharma, artha, kama, moksha. We saw that there are only four goals. All other goals come either one of these. First we saw what is artha goal. Security in artha. First I sought after my security. Physical security, emotional security. Security means any type of wealth that which gives me secure or security. Any type of wealth, prosperity, richness, that which gives me security. Therefore, it is called artha, artha purushartha. The second purushartha we saw was kama purushartha. Kama means desire, entertainment. I want to fulfill my desires. I want to have some entertainment. That is called kama purushartha. Every human being has got, without any exception. Then third purushartha is known as dharma purushartha. Dharma means I acquire some punya by performing some good actions, charity, like that. I acquire punya. By acquiring punya, I am depositing my security in future life or for next birth also. There is a gap, please adjust now. Please come forward. Please come, friend. I acquire some punya and I deposit that punya for future better life or for next birth also. That is come under dharma purushartha. And the last and final one is, please adjust, come French. Okay. The last and final one is moksha purushartha. Moksha purushartha. Moksha means what? I sought after to be free from sorrow is also my goal. I want to be happy. I want to be free from sorrow. Dukkha nivrittihi. Dukkha means sorrow. Nivritti means freedom. I want to be free from sorrow is also a goal. It's my goal, my destination. I want to accomplish that. That is known as moksha. In English, they call it as liberation or self-realization. This moksha is nothing but a desire to be free from sorrow. So, we are all mumukshus. That means what? The one who desires to be free from sorrow is known as mumukshu. The one who desires moksha is known as, that person is called mumukshu. Mumukshu means what? A person who desires to be free from sorrow, which is known as moksha, that person is called mumukshu. Mumukshu desire for what? And moksha. Mumukshu desire for what? Moksha. So the person is called mumukshu. What he desire is called moksha. Moksha means freedom from sorrow, desire to be free from sorrow. Therefore, you are all mumukshus or not? Yeah, you are all mumukshus only. Because every one of you want, not why you, everyone, all of us want to be free from sorrow. So moksha is my intrinsic desire. Yes or no? 100% sure. No? There is no doubt in that. Moksha is my intrinsic desire. In Shastra, the term is given moksha, but from Vyavaharika worldly angle, different name. I want to be happy. One word we say, I want to be happy. What do you mean by I want to be happy? And I want to get moksha. Generally people do not know what is moksha, the word term theriyadu. Even though that word is not known to us, without our knowledge we are all working for moksha. We are all working for moksha. Means what? I want to be happy is equal to, I don't want to have sorrow. I want to be free from sorrow is equal to what? I am a mumukshu is equal to what? I want moksha. Simple. Vedanta talking this only. You want happiness? Come on, I will give you that happiness. But in Vedanta class, we use the word term moksha. That's all. Now, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, 4 purusharthas we have divided into 2. 4 you can classify into 2. Infinite desires we have classified into 4. That 4 you can classify into only 2. First 3 comes under what? Materialistic pursuit. Just I am revising the past lesson. Okay? First 3 are known as materialistic pursuit or preyo margaha. Preyas. Dharma, artha, kama or artha, kama, dharma put together one group. Preyo marga. Worldly pursuit, sense pleasures for body, for my family, for my society, I desire certain comforts. All these come under worldly pursuit, or in Sanskrit, from Vedanta angle, it is called Preyo Marga. From Kathopanishad language, it is called Preyas. Preyas. When you want worldly pleasures, that is called Preyo Marga. The fourth one is standing, alone. That is moksha, comes under Shreyo Marga, spiritual pursuit. Shreyo Marga or spiritual pursuit. So how many pursuits are there in the world? Only two. Only two pursuits are there. One is worldly pursuit. Pursuit means working for that. Pursuit means what? I am working for that. I am taking an effort to get that. That's called pursuit. Worldly pursuit, Preyo Marga. Another one is Shreyo Marga. So all people come either one of this group. Generally. What Shastra says, first three, Preyo Marga is incomplete without the fourth one. Preyo Marga is incomplete. All the first three goals are incomplete, apurnam, without the fourth goal, moksha. First three means what? Dharma, artha, kama. Without them, moksha is not possible. The basic needs you have to fulfill, you have to take care of your body, and you have to do some good actions, you have to acquire some punya, then you come to fourth goal. It is not possible otherwise. In the same way, fourth goal is, all the three goals are incomplete without the fourth goal. Fourth goal is not possible without the three goals, and three goals are incomplete without the fourth goal. First three goals are incomplete without the fourth goal. Fourth goal means what? Moksha. Without fourth goal, the moksha, previous three goals, dharma, artha, kama, are incomplete. So what? So what? If you want to make your life complete, you have to balance your life with materialistic pursuit as well as spiritual pursuit. Both must go hand in hand. Spiritual pursuit, Preyo Marga and Shreyo Marga, both are important to one's life to have peace, security, ananda. Inevitable. This is the design of Vedas. Oh, human beings, you are all interested in these four goals? Come on, understand what are the four goals, how to accomplish. You all can look at me, Veda says, you all can look at me, I will give a road map. Road map, if you have a road map, you can reach a destination very easily without wasting your time to that muhurta. Suppose you want to attend a function, within that muhurta, you must have the address, proper address. Old number, new number, two numbers are there. And you should know the route. Suddenly they change one way, two way into one way. By that time, muhurtam is over, no? Mangalyam tantuna, over. Closest friend, you are not there in right time, because you have not received the proper address. You have not started early. Therefore, start early and see what are all traffic jam we do not know. Therefore, go and reach the time, exactly muhurtam. Therefore, you must have what? Na road map. And people carry that visiting invitation also. And they give the bus number, route, how to come, and the map, and they give. We all carry that invitation with a clear map. What about our life map? We have come into this world. What map we are having in our hands? We don't have map. If we have a map in our hands, we never face any sort of depression, frustration, sorrow, worry in our life. Therefore, the life map is Veda. Veda means Shastram. Veda means what? Shastram. This is called Vedic lifestyle. எங்கெங்கேமோ லைஃப் ஸ்டைல் எல்லாம் வருது இல்லையோ, மயிலாப்பூர்லன்னு இருக்க பெரிய லைஃப் ஸ்டைல். For modern people lifestyle, Shastra says, oh modern people, so-called modern people, I want to give another lifestyle also. That is materialistic, worldly pursuit lifestyle. This is fourth Purushartha lifestyle. Okay, this is called Vedic vision, Vedic lifestyle. And where you are going to every Wednesday or next week onwards Wednesday. So every class where you are coming and I am going to a shop. What shop? New shop. Vedic lifestyle shop. What you are going to buy there? I am going to buy PHS. Peace, happiness, security. I am going to get there. How much you pay? I need not pay anything. If I can pay, I need not pay. I can offer, I need not offer. But I can go and get to that lifestyle shop. That is called Shastram. Shastram means what? Veda is called Shastram. Veda is known as Shastram. Why it is called Shastram? Shasanat Trayate iti Shastram. Shas means to teach. Shas means to teach. Shasanat Trayate iti Shastram. Trayate means to protect. Veda as a body of knowledge, that which teach and protects the human being. It teach and protects the human being. So Shastram is the two portions. Veda, we can call it as two portions. Veda Purva, Veda Anta. If you want to get first three goals, first portion of Veda. Veda Purva Bhaga. What ritual you have to do, what puja you have to do, what vratam you have to do to get this and that. So Veda Purva Bhaga helps you to get the first three Purusharthas, materialistic pursuit. Veda Purva Bhaga. It is called Karma Kanda of Veda. Do this action, do that action, do that puja, this ritual, that ritual, you will get this, that and all, Veda says. Veda Purva Bhaga. That is first portion of Shastram. The second portion of Shastram is known as Veda Anta Bhaga. Veda itself, if you bifurcate, for materialistic worldly pursuit, Veda Purva Bhagam. And for spiritual pursuit, for moksha pursuit, Veda Anta Bhagam, later portion of Vedas. So beautifully Veda has given for these four Purusharthas. Moksha Venuma, you look into this portion. If you want other three goals, you look into this portion. So that Shasanat Trayate. First stage, First stage of life lo it shas means to teach. By teaching it commands. When they give road map, they give rules and regulations also. Traffic rules are also there. Like this, Shastra says, these are the conditions to be followed. These are the rules to be followed. Some commandments Shastra gives for our sake, for our healthy journey. Nice journey, smooth journey. Nice, have a nice, happy journey. Similarly, Veda also gives the best wishes to you. All the best, take my map. All the best, have a nice, smooth journey. Hey, commandments are there, rules are there, follow. And you will not have any upheavals in your life. No, I don't want to follow rules and regulations. Just I want to see the map and go. No. You cannot go like that. But there are up and downs. So therefore better see that pros and cons. What are the rules and regulations also you have to follow and go smoothly. Where are all the speed breakers are there also you should see. Suddenly every day you are traveling that side. After 1 week suddenly you come, there is a speed breaker. Newly speed breaker will be there. This person, driving person who without knowledge, regularly he drives. Suddenly speed breaker. Like that, there are some speed breakers also. Careful. In front there is a speed breaker. Life also like that only. There are so many speed breakers. Therefore, we have to be very careful to follow. That's why first stage of life lo teach. It commands. Shasti means what? To command. It commands and later it teach. First mother commands her children. No? First mother commands. Once they are grown up, mother need not command. In initial stages, mother has to command children. Children are not supposed to ask, why you are commanding? When they are growing, we have to command. Similarly, in our spiritual journey also, when we are growing in our life, Shastra with so many rituals, restrictions, you follow this rule and all, very good. Like that it commands. Vidhi ani cholluvom. Later, it teaches us, what? You have to do this way. This is called Shastram. So, that Shastram is what? That Veda, from there Shruti, again Smriti. Veda is called Shruti. Veda is called Shruti. It is not written in books. Karna Parampara. It is Shruti. Heard by Rishis. So, Bhagavan has not given directly. Bhagavan has given these Vedas through the pipelines like Rishis. All Rishis are like pipelines. And through the Rishis, this teaching, wisdom has come to us. Therefore, we have to receive the teaching which given by the Rishis, Shruti first, then Smriti, then Sutra, Brahma Sutra. So, Shastra means what I have to do? Shastra means what? I have to study, to follow all these 4 goals to accomplish. I have to study Shastra. What I have to study? You have to study Bhagavad Gita. First you have to start with Bhagavad Gita. To study Bhagavad Gita, first you have to learn alphabets. Swamini, we know alphabets. Shastra alphabets you have to know, that is called jargons of the Shastram. That is called Tattva Bodha. Tattva Bodha is a text which is talking about the jargons of that Shastram. So, Smriti Grantha, Bhagavad Gita, we are going to study after completing this text. Shruti means Upanishads. After studying Bhagavad Gita, we have to study Once you are studying Bhagavad Gita itself, slowly you have to study side by side Upanishad also. That is Shruti Grantha. Shruti. Then after Shruti you have to study Brahma Sutra also. Nyaya Prasthanam and Cholva. So these are three are known as Prasthana Trayam. Just like you take intermediary trains and take the final train, the final destination, intermediary stations, and you change the track and you take another train and go to the final destination. Madri, you have to know that intermediary destinations and final destination, what is the road map and what I have to do also. You have to take the guidance of a teacher. So therefore, now where we are, Shruti, Smriti, Prasthanam, that is Brahma Sutra put together, called Shastram. And one more is also there, called Prakarana Grantha. Prakarana Grantha is that a text which talks about the entire Shastra, it presents in a bird eye view. Prakarana Grantha. This Tattva Bodha comes under Prakarana Grantha. It is not Smriti, it is not Bhagavad Gita, it is not Shruti, it is not Upanishad, it is not Brahma Sutra, but it comes under Prakarana Grantha. In English it is known as treatise. Treatise. In this treatise or Prakarana Grantha is a bird eye view of Shastram. Whatever is said in Shastra, it gives in a nutshell. In nutshell. That Prakarana Grantha we are seeing. After studying Prakarana Grantha, we have to go to Smriti. Then simultaneously we have to go to Shruti, Upanishads, then Brahma Sutra. Vella padikanu. So what? You get what? Freedom from sorrow. Moksha. Really? Sure? No. Yes, Vedanta gives the guarantee card. There is no doubt in that. You want to get Ananda? Here is ready Ananda. No, bottles are ready. Whoever comes, they can drink that Ananda. This is what our Indian culture, our Vedic culture, the base for whole Indian culture is these Vedas. Okay, you need not study direct Vedic mantras, Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Atharvana Veda. The essence of all those Upanishads, Veda mantras, we are looking into Shruti, Smriti and Prakarana Granthas. We are getting that whole essence. So where you are going, I am going to Veda class, and what you can say. I am going to Veda class. What I am studying, whatever is said in Vedas, I am studying. So this is about Shastram. What we are studying? Prakarana Grantha. Now with this background, we have to enter into the text. The first prayer verse I have already explained. Many people say this is written by one of the acharyas of Kanchipet, but we take it as Adi Shankaracharya. It is written by Adi Shankaracharya, only we take it as. So Adi Shankaracharya has given this Tattva Bodha text with the prayer verse we have completed in the last class. In the prayer verse itself, there are 4 Anubandha Chatushtayams, for whose sake I am writing this book, and what is the subject matter of this book. And all are relation also. Anubandha Chatushtayam. 4 factors to be completed for any text, any book in the world. 4 factors must be fulfilled. That means Adhikari. Who is the reader of this book? Who is the qualified person? Who is the qualified person deserve to study this text? That prayer verse he says, Acharya says, Mumukshunam. Who are the desirers of moksha? For those listeners, for those readers, for those students, this book is relevant. Now it is relevant for all of you because you are all mumukshus. I hope so. Okay? You are all desirers of moksha, means desirers of freedom from sorrow, desirers of happiness. Idi marakadungo. Okay? You remember all the time. Mumukshunam hitarthaya, for their well-being. I am writing this text. This is the adhikari is mentioned. What is the subject matter? Vishayaha, number 2. Adhikari is number 1. Number 2 is Vishayaha. The subject matter also the author has to give. Otherwise, everyone cannot read, no? Everyone need not study. The one who is interested in that subject matter. Tattva bodhaha. Knowledge about truth. Bodha means knowledge. Tattva means truth. This text subject matter is knowledge about the truth, reality. Knowledge about the reality. Are you interested in that truth of reality? You can study this text. Tattva bodha abhidhiyate. This is the sambandha between a reader and the text. Tattva bodha text and the reader. He wants moksha. Moksha is possible only by knowing the reality. That knowing the reality is the subject matter of this text. This is the third point, sambandha. Relation between the reader and the text. What is the sambandha? This person wants to get ananda. Ananda comes when you know things as it is, exactly. Tattva means what? Knowing a thing exactly what it is. The reality, the fact, the truth. Knowledge about the truth alone gives ananda. Now you see where we are landing up. I want happiness. I want to be free from sorrow. Therefore, I want to get moksha. Therefore, what? If you want to get moksha, you have to know the truth. If you want to get moksha, you have to know the truth. So, knowledge about the truth alone gives moksha. Knowledge about the truth alone removes sorrow. Therefore, all of you continue the Tattva Bodha text. Connection puriyarada? Sambandha. Why I have to study this book? Ennamo Swamini. Ella Sanskrit. Puriyavela. We are not able to chant. Doesn't matter. Even you are not able to read Sanskrit. Doesn't matter. Just listen. That also gives benefit. So this is the connection. Since I want to be free from sorrow, that is possible only by knowing the reality about the truth. Therefore, this text is talking about the truth. Therefore, I want to study this text. What is prayojanamana? Hitam, hitarthaya. My well-being is there hidden. Hitarthaya. For those seekers of moksha, I am writing this book. So therefore, this prayojanam is the fourth factor. Adhikari, qualified student. Number 2 is Vishayaha, subject matter, Tattvabodha. And third one is Sambandha, the relation between the student, reader and the text. You are not studying any physics or chemistry or biology here. Why? You are not interested in. You are interested in only moksha. So Sambandha, relationship. Then fourth factor is Prayojanam. பிரயோஜனம் இல்லாமல் யாருமே ஒன்றுமே பண்ண மாட்டான் இல்லையா? பிரயோஜனம் என்ன கிடைக்கும் எனக்கு தானே? இட்ஸ் வெரி நேச்சுரல். நத்திங் ராங் இன் தட். ஆஸ்கிங் நோ வாட் பெனிஃபிட் ஐ எம் கோயிங் டு கெட். ஹிதம். ஹிதம் என்ன? மங்களம், ஆஸ்பிஷஸ், ஹாப்பினஸ், சந்தோஷா கம்ஸ். With this Anubandha Chatushtayam, the author begins the text. Now we will read. Now the Sishya and Guru Sishya Samvada begins here. Even though the Sishya Guru name is not there, you have to see the first Sishya is Guru is telling in the first line. We'll read that. Sadhana Chetushtaya Sampannadhikarinam Moksha Sadhana Bhutam Tattva Viveka Prakaram Vakshyamaha. Now see, those all four are here, you can see in this sentence. Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampannadhikarinam. There I said Mumukshunam, and the Mumukshunam is explained elaborately in this sentence. Mumukshunam, who are they? Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampannaha Adhikarinam. This is the Adhikari. Mumukshu is one, desirer of moksha is one, who is sadhana chatushtaya sampannaha. Who is sadhana chatushtaya sampannaha? Sishya is going to ask. Sishya anna student, guru anna teacher. இந்த பேரில் சினிமா எல்லாம் வருது. அந்த சினிமா எல்லாம் நினைக்காதுங்க. சிஷ்யா குரு எல்லாம் பேர் வருது, யோகியன் எல்லாம் வருது, என்னமோ இருக்கும் கண்டென்ட்டு, இதுக்கு சம்பந்தமே இருக்காது. அதனால் இங்கே சிஷ்யன் என்ன? The one who is ready to study the Shastra is Sishya, a student. And the teacher, one who is teaching, Guru, Acharya. Now Guru says that Acharya, Shankaracharya says, Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampannadhikarinam, those Mumukshus are none other than they are qualified with fourfold qualifications. They have come to study. Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampannadhikarinam, number one, is a adhikari. Moksha Sadhana Bhutam is a prayojanam. It is a means to get moksha. This text is a means to get moksha. Moksha Sadhana Bhutam prayojanam. Tattva Viveka Prakaram Vishayaha. The method of teaching this prakaram, method. What prakara Vakshyamaha? I am going to teach, I am going to write, I am going to teach. What prakaram method? Tattva Viveka Prakaram. The method to get that knowledge. Or the self. Tattva means here self. Self-knowledge. So, now what is our journey? Sukha Ichha to Moksha Ichha. Moksha Ichha to Jnana Ichha. Jnana Ichha to Shastra Ichha. Shastra Ichha to Guru Ichha. Now, first we have to search for a Guru. When can I search for a Guru? When I have Sukha Ichha. Desire for happiness has to be converted into Sukha Ichha, has to be converted into what? Moksha Ichha. I want to get liberation, no? Freedom from sorrow. So Sukha Ichha has to be converted into Moksha Ichha. What do you mean by Moksha? Moksha means nothing but knowing the reality, Jnanam, Atma Jnana Ichha. Moksha Ichha has to be converted into Atma Jnana Ichha. And in the Atma Jnana, the Sukham Tarum. So Atma Jnana, how can I get? I have to look into the Shastra. So Atma Jnana Ichha has to be converted into what? Shastra Ichha. Desire to study Shastra. I cannot study on my own. I cannot understand even alphabets. Therefore, Shastra Ichha, I have to search for a Guru. Guru Ichha. Desire to approach a Guru. That Guru who operates, unfolds the Shastra. By operating which Shastra, unfolding the Shastra, that Shastra gives moksha. That moksha is nothing but Atma Jnana. That Atma Jnana gives Sukham. Nanna irka road map? Road map nanna irka Swamini. Travel pannano. Okay, you have to travel, you have to study for a length of time. This is a starting point. எல்லாம் பெட்ரோல் கிட்ரோல் எல்லாம் ரெடியாக இருக்க, வெஹிக்கிள் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணணும்னா க்ளீனாக இன்டாக்டாக இருக்கணும். ஸோ அவர் பாடி ஆல்சோ மஸ்ட் பி ஹெயில் அண்ட் ஹெல்தி. Mentally also I am peaceful, relaxed. One person approached Aristotle, and Aristotle is a very great person, and he want to ask so many questions. And one person went to Aristotle and sitting in front of Aristotle and asking. This person, instead of listening from Aristotle, this person go on asking, talking non-stop. Then Aristotle, what he did, he wanted to teach a lesson to this person. He brought a coffee cup, no, tumbler, and cup. He is go on pouring the coffee in that tumbler. Go on pouring, even though after full, he is pouring. Then that person asked, I thought you are a wise person. I thought you are a wise person, but after seeing this action, I come to know you are a fool. That person tells to Aristotle, I think that your action is not showing that you are a wise person. Why you are doing like this? Then Aristotle said, I know this tumbler is full, still I am pouring because your mind is like that. Your mind is overflowing. You are not having a space to listen at all. You are not a listener. You have come here like a speaker. Therefore, a speaker always, without knowing anything, go on talking what you can learn. Therefore, come afterwards. Make your mind empty. When you want to go a great teacher, a wise person, don't think that you know everything. Don't blabber unnecessarily. When your mind is with full of overflowing thoughts, so many thoughts, how can I talk? What if I talk? It cannot enter into your mind. There is no space at all. Therefore, once you want to get some truth, some knowledge, whatever you know, make it an empty. When I come to the class, Vedanta class, I have to keep my role as a housewife, my qualifications, my degrees, all with my chappals. I should not enter like a doctor or engineer or a homemaker, home science. I have done my home science, MSc, PhD. All your qualifications, just pack and keep along with your chappals, or in the car, or in the vehicle, somewhere. You come with a class as a humble, simple student. I don't know anything about Shastra. I am ready to just take everything, whatever my teacher gives. This is a very important qualification for a student. Entire humanity can be divided into 4 categories. Entire humanity can be divided into 4 categories. What are the 4 categories? First category is a person, he who knows and knows not, he knows. First wise person we take. Why not? Wise person. He who knows and knows, he knows. Knows and N-O-S illa, K-N-O-W-S. Okay, number 1 category. He who knows and knows, he knows. That he knows. அவருக்கு தெரியும், அவருக்கு தெரியும்னு அவருக்கு தெரியும். Wise person is one, அவருக்கு தெரியும், அவருக்கு தெரியும்னு அவருக்கு தெரியும். He who knows and knows, he knows, is a wise person. Follow him. Follow him. He will teach you. Follow him. Then second category, there are people come under this group, wise person group. Second group of people are those people, he who knows and knows not, he knows. அவருக்கு தெரியும், அவருக்கு தெரியும்னு அவருக்கு தெரியாது. He who knows and knows not, he knows. He is asleep person, wake him up. Like Hanuman. Hanuman knows everything. He has got a lot of power, strength, everything. But when he want to cross that ocean, Hanuman is sitting on, how can I cross this ocean? Then Jambavan comes. Now, Hanuman is like a asleep person. He knows how to cross the ocean. He knows. But knows not. அது ஒரு சாபம் பாவம் ஹனுமானுக்கு. அந்த டைமுக்கு எதுவும் ஞாபகம் வராது. Because of shapam. He knows not that he knows. The Jambavan comes. Hanuman, you are the only person who can cross the ocean. Come on, show your Vishwarupam. Jambavan, wake him up that, this Hanuman. Wake him up, the asleep person. There are some people, they know, but they do not know they know. What is the use? Somebody should come and tell. Like that. Third category. Second category, puriyada? He who knows and knows not, he knows. Third category people, he who knows not and knows, he knows not. அவனுக்கு தெரியாது, அவனுக்கு தெரியாதுன்னு அவருக்கு தெரியும். He who knows not and knows that he knows not. அவனுக்கு தெரியாது, அவனுக்கு தெரியும், அவனுக்கு தெரியாதுன்னு தெரியும். அவனுக்கு தெரியாதுன்னு அவனுக்கு தெரியும். Ignorant person, teach him. Arjuna comes under that category. Arjuna knows not about the truth. He do not know. That he knows. I don't know, hey Krishna. Sishyasteham shadhimam tvam prapannam. I am going to be your student. I am your student. Teach me. I am ignorant. I am not able to handle my sorrow. Please teach me. Remove this sorrow. Arjuna asked. He who knows not and knows he knows not. Such an ignorant person, you can teach pandalam. So all Vedantic students comes under which category? Arjuna category. A group of people come under this group. Fourth category is there. For the third category, teach pandanam. Ignorant person, teach him. Fourth category person is one. He who knows not and knows not, he knows not. போதுமா? அவனுக்கு தெரியாது, அவனுக்கு தெரியாதுன்னு அவனுக்கு தெரியாது. நம்ம வீட்டு மாப்பிள்ளை மாதிரி சொல்லுவா தமிழ்ல. அவனுக்கு புரியாது, நம்ம சொன்னாலும் புரியாதுன்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? அது மாதிரி some people அவனுக்கு தெரியாதுன்னு தெரியாது. So I should know what ignorance I have when I approach my teacher. Is it not? Then only I can approach a teacher. So the whole humanity can be classified into these four only. எல்லாருமே எதில் ஒன்று வருவான், அவ்வளோதான். Okay. Anyhow, now where we are, a teacher is one, he who knows or she knows that he knows. Guru must be like that. Guru goda, he who knows and knows not, he knows not. No use. A wise person must be one, a teacher must be one who he knows and knows he knows. I know what is the truth, that is the truth. Then student is one, I do not know that, I know that I do not know. Therefore the teacher teaches to such a student who is ignorant of self. Atma ajnanameva dukkhasya karanam. Self-ignorance is the cause of unhappiness. Self-ignorance alone is the cause of sorrow. This is the declaration of Shastra. First to find out the diagnosis. What is the diagnosis? I am running for Ananda. I want to come out of sorrow. Why sorrow comes? Shastra says, Atma ajnanam eva dukkhasya karanam. Ignorance of your own self is the cause for your sorrow. Therefore, to remove sorrow, what is the solution? Remedy? Atma jnanam. Tattva bodha is the solution. Next. Sadhana chatushtayam kim? Nitya nitya vastu vivekaha. Now, the Sishya is asking, student is asking, Sadhana chatushtayam kim? What do you mean by Sadhana chatushtayam? The Guru has mentioned sadhana chatushtaya sampannadhikarinam, and above he has mentioned. I am talking about this Tattvabodha to those people who are all having sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. అసలు సాధన చతుష్టయ సంపత్తి అన్న ఎన్న అదే తెలియదు ఎనకన్నా స్టూడెంట్ ఇస్ ఆస్కింగ్ సాధన చతుష్టయం కిమ్ అని హే గురు వాట్ డూ యూ మీన్ బై సాధన చతుష్టయ సంపత్తి అని నౌ లెట్ us see the 6 topics of this text. Okay, what are the 6 topics mainly broadly comes in this text? First topic is preparatory sadhanas, preparatory disciplines. Sadhana chatushtaya sampatti is the first topic. Preparatory disciplines or analysis, preparatory disciplines you can write in Sanskrit sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. What are the disciplines or means required for a student to study this text? எந்த குவாலிஃபிகேஷன்ஸ் இருந்தால் இந்த டெக்ஸ்ட் நல்லா புரியும் இல்லையா? பிஏ படிக்கணும்னா 12th முடிச்சிருக்கணும், போஸ்ட் கிராஜுவேட் பண்ணணும்னா பிஏ முடிச்சிருக்கணும், அப்படி தானே? போஸ்ட் கிராஜுவேட் பண்ணோன்னா கிராஜுவேஷன் கம்ப்ளீட்டாக இருக்கணும். அது மாதிரி இந்த தத்துவத்தை படிக்கிறதுக்கு ஒரு குவாலிஃபிகேஷன் வேண்டாமா அப்போது சுவாமினி? என்ன குவாலிஃபிகேஷன் வேணும்னு குரு இஸ் கோயிங் டு சே. இந்த குவாலிஃபிகேஷன்ஸ் இருந்தால் அந்த ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டுக்கு இந்த டெக்ஸ்ட் வந்து ரொம்ப பெனிஃபிஷியலாக இருக்கும்னார். அந்த குவாலிஃபிகேஷன்ஸ் ஆர் ஓன்லி கோயிங் டு கம். தென் செகண்ட் டாபிக் இஸ் அனாலிசிஸ் ஆஃப் த இண்டிவிஜுவல் பர்சனாலிட்டி. The analysis of the individual personality in English. In Sanskrit, we can call it as Jiva Vicharaha. Jiva Vicharaha means inquiry into the individual self. Inquiry into the individual nature. The third topic is Prapancha Vichara. Inquiry into the nature of the universe, or analysis on the cosmos. What is this creation? What is this creation? Analysis of the cosmos, the universe. Cosmos means the universe. Now they are talking, climate change, climate problem, global warming problem, all these beautifully Shastra discuss. What are all problem comes if you don't study what? Vedas. Now they are breaking their heads every day, meeting. And they have neglected our Vedas and they are breaking their heads now. What is the use? The cosmology. Cosmetics illa. Cosmology. Then fourth topic is Ishvara Vichara. Inquiry into the nature of God. Who is God? Inquiry into the nature of God is known as Ishvara Vicharaha. விசாரம்னா தமிழ் விசாரம் கிடையாது, அது ஏற்கனவே இருக்க, நமக்கு இங்கே வந்து பண்ண வேண்டிய அவசியம் இல்லை இல்லையா? அந்த விசாரம்னா இது என்கொயரின்னு அர்த்தம். என்கொயரி, அனாலிசிஸ், த்ரெட் பர் அனாலிசிஸ். Analysis of the nature of God, Ishvara Vichara. Then fifth topic is Aikya Vichara. Aikya Vichara, inquiry into the identity or oneness of that Jiva, Ishvara, Jagat. மூணு சொன்னா இல்லையோ, individual, cosmos and Ishvara. What is the identity or oneness between these three? Is there any connection? அசல் கனெக்ஷன் இருக்கா இல்லையா? இருந்தால் எப்படிப்பட்ட கனெக்ஷன்? That is called Aikyam, oneness. Analysis about the oneness of above three. Above three is Jiva, Jagat, Ishvaraha. Individual, God and world. There is oneness. మనకి இல்லை டிவிஷனாக தான் தெரியறது, அதுக்கு தான் ஒன்னஸ் தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும். This is Aikya Vichara. Then sixth one is Phalam. Benefit of studying this text. Can it make any difference in my life or not? It removes sorrow. That's all. It removes sorrow. அந்த பெனிஃபிட் வரும். ஸோ வாட் குரு சேஸ் சாதன சதுஷ்டயம் கிம் అని ఇట గురు ఈజ్ టెల్లింగ్ నిత్య అనిత్య వస్తు వివేక నెంబర్ 1. చతుష్టయం అన్న 4, సాధనం అన్న మీన్స్ 4-fold sadhanas. Number 1 is discrimination. Just I'll give all of them, then I will read. First one is called discrimination. Discrimination is not in negative sense, okay? In positive way you have to take. Vivekaha anartham. Vivekaha. First qualification required is Vivekaha. Nitya anitya vastu vivekaha. You can write in English discrimination or discriminative knowledge. Number 2 is dispassion. And among 4, chatushtayamlo 4 sadhanaslo number first sadhana is vivekaha, second sadhana is dispassion, vairagyam, third one is discipline, shamadhi shatka sampatti, discipline. Fourth and final one is desire to get moksha. These 4 qualifications are required to study the Tattvabodha. What are they? Discrimination, dispassion, discipline and desire. In the first one, Nitya Nitya Vastu Vivekaha, he gives the first one, discrimination. Nitya Anitya Vastu Vivekaha. First qualification. What is the second one? We will read. Iha mutrartha phala bhoga viragaha. Shamadhi shatka sampattihi. Mumukshutvam cheti. So these are the 4 qualifications are known as sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. Nitya nitya vastu vivekaha means discrimination. Vivekaha means discrimination about nitya and anitya. What is eternal, nitya, and what is anityam, temporary. Discriminative knowledge between permanent and impermanent. What is permanent, what is impermanent? This jnanam is called nitya anitya vastu vivekaha, discrimination. Second one is what? Iha amutra phala bhoga viragaha. I said only viragaha. Sishya is going to ask everything and Guru is going to explain. Therefore I don't want to elaborate here. ஏன்னா இங்கே எலாபரேட் பண்ணால் அங்கே போனதுக்கப்புறம் நான் எனக்கு ஒன்றும் இருக்காது சொல்கிறதுக்கு. அதனால் அங்கே வந்ததுக்கப்புறம் சொல்லுவேன். இது வந்து டிஸ்பேஷன். யூ கேன் ரைட் இன் ஷார்ட் விராகா. ஷமாதி ஷட்க சம்பத்தி. யூ கேன் ரைட் இன் ஷார்ட் ஃபார்ம் ஷட்க சம்பத்தி. தேர்ட் குவாலிஃபிகேஷன் டிசிப்ளின். ஷட்க சம்பத்தி 6-fold wealth. 6-fold wealth. Then fourth qualification is mumukshutvam, desire to get moksha. Desire to get moksha is the fourth qualification. This person is called sadhana chatushtaya sampanna. இந்த 4 என்னன்னு புரிஞ்சுக்கணும். அப்புறம் அந்த 4 நமக்குள்ளே இருக்கா இல்லையான்னு புரிஞ்சுக்கணும். ஒருவேளை இல்லைன்னா ஃபில்அப் பண்ணிக்கணும். முள்ளமா ஃபில்அப் பண்ண முடியுமா முடியாதான்னு அது இஸ் நாட் இன் யுவர் ஹேண்ட், இட் இஸ் இன் மை ஹேண்ட். ஓகே, த டீச்சர் வில் டேக் கேர் ஆஃப். So, vidyarthi chet tyajet sukham, sukharthi chet tyajet vidya. Vidya na knowledge. Any knowledge if I want to get, first tyajet sukham. Sukhatikaha anamo na pleasures. We should not seek for pleasures. கொஞ்சம் படிக்கிறதுல கஷ்டம் இருக்கும். வித்யார்த்தி சேத் உனக்கு வித்யை வேணுமன்னா தியஜேத் சுகம். சுகம் பார்க்காதே, கஷ்டப்பட்டுட்டு ட்ராவல் பண்ணி வரணும், கிளாஸுக்கு உட்காரணும், ஸ்வெட்டிங்காக இருக்கலாம், குளிராக இருக்கலாம், இன்கன்வீனியன்ஸாக கூட இருக்கலாம். சுகம் தியஜேத். வித்யார்த்தி சேத். சுகார்த்தி சேத் எனக்கு சுகந்தான் வேணும். அம்மா நான் ட்ராவல் பண்ண முடியாது, கிளாஸுக்கு போக முடியாது, வெயில் இருக்குது, எனக்கு வெஹிக்கிள் கிடையாது, கஷ்டமாக இருக்காது. சுகார்த்தி சேத் தியஜேத் வித்யா. தத்துவபோதம் வராது, ஒன்றுமே வராது. வீட்டில் உட்காந்து சீரியல் பார்க்கலாம். சுகார்த்தி சேத் தியஜேத் வித்யா. சுகார்த்தினா குதோ வித்யா? The one who seek always pleasures, where is the question of vidya? Where is knowledge? Knowledge வேணும்னா கஷ்டப்படணும். சுகார்த்தினா குதோ வித்யா வித்யார்த்தினா குத சுகம். வித்யா வேணும், நாலெட்ஜ் வேணும், எனக்கு சுகம் எங்கே இருக்கும்? சுகம் இருக்காது, கஷ்டப்படணும். அதனால் we are also students. ஓகே, you are all what students? வேதாந்திக் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ். அப்போ என்ன? கஷ்டப்படணும். என்ன? புஸ்தகம் வச்சுக்கணும், நோட்ஸ் வச்சுக்கணும், படிக்கணும், கிளாஸுக்கு வரும்போது படிக்கணும், திருப்பி வீட்டுக்கு போய் படிக்கணும். அம்மா இதெல்லாம் பண்ணணுமா? ஜஸ்ட் லைக் எ பர்சன் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் ஃபிசிக்ஸ் ஸ்டடிங், கெமிஸ்ட்ரி ஸ்டடிங் என்ன பண்ணுவான்? வாட் டு யூ ஆஸ்க் யுவர் சில்ட்ரன்? ஹே, ஹோம்ஒர்க் படி, ஹோம்ஒர்க் டு ஹோம்ஒர்க். ஓகே, தேர்ஃபோர் யூ ஹேவ் டு லுக் இன் டு த புக். அதுதான் சுகம்னா. கஷ்டம் இருக்கும், படிக்கிறதுல கஷ்டம் இருக்கும். அதனால் ஐ டோன்ட் ஃபீல் இட் இஸ் எ கஷ்டம். ஒன்ஸ் ஐ கெட் நாலேஜ் மோர் அண்ட் மோர், கஷ்டம் இஸ் நாட் எ கஷ்டம். Therefore, always we have to take some sort of pain to come all the way. We have to study. Sometimes rain comes, sometimes hot sun will come, sometimes our health will not permit. ஆனாலும் கூட வந்து உட்கார்ந்தா எல்லாமே சரியாக ஆகிடும். என்ன சுவாமினி மந்திரம் போடுவேளான்னா, நான் போட வேண்டாம். அந்த சப்ஜெக்ட்லனே ஒரு மந்திரம் இருக்கு. மனனா திராயத்தே மந்திரம். ஆத்ம ஜானமே ஒரு மந்திரம். அந்த ஆத்ம ஜானத்துக்காக அந்த முயற்சி பண்ணும்போது ஒரு ஆனந்தம், அதே மந்திரம். மோர் in the next class. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.